It's Madden NFL 23, and there's no love lost between these AFC East foes. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And at long last, it's time to begin another season in the NFL. And if this looks familiar, Charles, it's because it is. For the third straight season, Miami and New England will play each other in Week 1. It's kind of becoming something of an unofficial tradition for these two.
And we'll take it if they keep playing games like we've seen over the last 2 years, because New England scored a late touchdown to secure a win in 2020, then had a red zone fumble in 2021 that let Miami hang on for a one-point win last year in Foxborough. It's like in boxing. You get two great fights, each guy takes one. You definitely want the rubber match to see who is the better team. And Miami is the gap.
A scoreless game here early on, but how much longer will that hold up as we've got action in the red zone on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's for...
A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Now Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott, 15 yards. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A strong, determined. We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. 10 carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it?
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the 1st half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We start in New Jersey on this September the 11th. The New York Jets playing host to visiting Baltimore here in Week 1. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. The Ravens still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Taylor Heineke, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to him. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but a big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? From the gun on third down, Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone. Throwing on first down. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do.
All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a second down and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Elliott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Patriots will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, running and catching.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. It's incomplete.
Here we go, set.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
Called in by Anderson, left side.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping. This defense trailing in the fourth quarter and really needing this fourth down stop. Here's Jones. Throwing on fourth down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. They're triggering him doing.
All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. Now Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give to Elliott running left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for New England, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.